Right. Shows off the short hairs a little
Yes,
more.
absolutely.
Okay.
That hot sauce is very hot.
It's a creeper.
Yeah.
It's a creeper. Mike Baker, Bolt Fitness and Performance.
Yes, sir.
Some might call you Real Jersey Mike, the real Jersey Mike. Before you talk a little bit about yourself, I have a question for you. Jersey Mike, it's a case of stolen valor, right? There's a famous hoagie place that has stolen your name and had some success using it. How do you feel about that?
Well, you know, I'm still going after my cut.
Are you offended in any way that you know, they felt safe taking what was yours?
Offended? Maybe a little bit, actually, now that you mention it.
I would be hot.
Yeah.
Hot and
Who do they
bothered.
think they are?
Hot and bothered.
Who do they think they are, now that you come to think of it?
Yeah, like I said, stolen valor. Did they ask? They didn't ask.
No.
They just took.
Do I look like a pushover?
No. And I think 40% cut is fair.
I would live with 40%.
You need to talk to your lawyers
Yeah,
a
I
little
think
bit.
I might need to.
Well, we'll get into that a little bit further. So New Jersey, you know, it's a state next to Pennsylvania.
It is.
What happened to the old Jersey, and why do you think they canceled it?
Well, you know, what I believe happened is the old Jersey was a little bit of a bitch.
Oh.
And New Jersey came and took their territory, and that's why we are who we are today.
That's fair. That's fair. Kind of like how we came over here and just took over the United States for ourselves.
Right.
We ditched Europe. We ain't Europe.
No.
We're the U.S.
Absolutely.
Born again.
That's right.
Also, born again, like you are the son of born again of biomechanics. The son of born again biomechanics. Yeah, that doesn't make sense, but explain how you got that nickname.
I didn't know that I had that nickname.
The born again son of biomechanics.
The born again son of biomechanics. I didn't know I had that nickname.
Okay.
But if I do, I would maybe assume that it's because I don't know.
Well, as I was looking into the interwebs, I had come across a few. I knew the real Jersey Mike was your first nickname, but the born again son of biomechanics, that was number 2. Moving on, part of this interview, we're obviously going to taste test some hot sauces and some chicken. And I know you are not quite the professional, but we still appreciate you jumping in on this interview and being a good sport about it. And hopefully you will enjoy some of the delicious nectar that goes upon your chicken and that you ingest today.
Yeah, well, thank you. And I appreciate you giving me a nice long heads up that I would be testing these hot sauces today, because that didn't surprise me at all. You know, when you sent me a message and said, hey, have you been eating spicy food lately to kind of ramp up? And I said, no. And you said, well, you're fucked. That sucks. And here we are. So that'll be good.
Sometimes the best medicine is cold medicine.
Hey, you know,
I don't know how that applies, but that's just what Grammy told me back in the day.
Sounds right.
One other Jersey question before we move into this a little bit further. We taste test our first sauce. True or false? Okay, true or false? It takes less time to drive the entire 801 miles of the state of Texas than it does to drive the 172 of the Garden State Parkway.
That's
true
absolutely
or false?
true.
True.
Absolutely true.
True.
Yes.
I would wholly agree with this because of the short time I've spent here. To go 1 mile, it takes about an hour.
Yeah. There's too many
It's
people.
awful.
There's too many people here.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Absolutely awful. Moving on, before we taste test our first wing, the other nickname that I had discovered, the Prince of Proprioception.
Ah.
Now, this was a newer one that popped up on the social medias. Do you have any explanation for that?
Yeah. Well, see, that one I like. That one I like. Awareness.
Awareness.
Proprioception is about awareness of where you are in space. And I like to think of myself as somebody who's aware of my surroundings and aware of where I am.
Does the same hold true in outer space or only in your space?
Well, in outer space, there's just different variables you got to account for.
I like it.
There's no gravity out there.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, here there is.
That's true.
So, just when gravity's pulling you down, where are you? When gravity's not pulling you down, where are you? You're still there.
As Grammy once told me, wherever you are, that's where you'll be. Maybe that's how she came up with that.
Maybe.
Well, gosh,
Sounds about right.
Gosh dang it. Grammy,
She's smart.
you were onto something. All right, sir. Let's taste test our first wing. And after doing so, I want you to tell me a little bit about your business. But why don't you, sir, you pick the first one between one of Sweet Melinda's small bottles we got there. What was your first choice?
Habanero honey mustard, that sounds like it's gonna be hot.
I think that one's going to be a nice little ease into glory, we'll call it. So take one of them little chicky tenders.
All right.
And I'm going to have you apply some of the same onto the tops. Oh, daddy.
Whoopsie.
All right. Normally we touch tips.
Cheers.
Boom. I thought it was going to be more or less. Well, there's a little kick to it.
There's
Not bad,
kick.
though. I'd say it's still mild.
More mustardy.
Yeah.
Well, if this is the most mild, we're in trouble.
Some of these I don't even know, but Precious Melinda, she sent them sample bottles to us to try out.
I like that one.
All right. Michael, the Jersey Mike, the real Jersey Mike. Your business, Bolt Fitness.
Yes, sir.
Could you tell us a little bit about what your business is?
Yeah, we work with adults, we work with athletes, and we work with people in a semi-private environment where it's kind of like personal training, where you work with people, like you've been a personal trainer for a long time, working with people one-on-one. We just work with people in like one coach to 2 or 3 people, and we customize all the programs, work to get people healthy and fit, feeling good, and just kind of figuring out what it needs to look like for them.
That's a beautiful answer, and I appreciate what you just said. I know, Michael, that your business is very successful. On a side note, one of the questions that I had was, is Gatorade pissed that you stole the lightning bolt and yours is a little more sexy, successful than what Gatorade's is?
Yeah, when I saw how fucked I was getting with the Jersey Mike's deal, I decided to steal somebody else's shit. What are they gonna do about it? I'm not getting walked over anymore.
This is true. Fool you once, shame on you. Fool you twice, shame on me? You.
Yeah.
You.
One of us.
Yes, one of us, yes. What would you say is the best part about being a fitness guru and molding the minds and bodies of your clientele?
Yeah, fitness guru, I don't know if I would call it that, but no, the best part of my job is helping people simplify things and create solutions for themselves that work for them, right? I think what a lot of coaches try to do and people in our field is try to tell people what to do instead of asking them what will work for them, right? So you kind of have like these guiding principles and things that, that help you drive decisions and help people drive decisions. And I like to coach people and the youngsters as well. Like I think it's an important process for them, the young athletes, just like helping them learn how to problem solve and teaching them to fish instead of just handing them a fish and saying, here, eat. So that's my favorite part of the job, is helping people come to those aha moments where they can make a little adjustment in their lives that yields like a big result. That's by far my favorite part of the job.
That is a damn good explanation.
Thank you.
And I agree. I think if you can teach a man to fish, he's going to catch some fish.
Yes, sir.
But if you just hand over the rod and reel and maybe a bucket of worms, you don't know if he's scared to put worms on the hook even. You're just kind of leaving it out. You might catch a fish that day and get lucky, but
Yeah.
you don't know if he's going to fish for life.
No.
And you're teaching them to fish for life.
Right. And when it comes to fitness and health and performance, that's a game of consistency, right? So they need to be able to fish for life, and that's our job, is to put people in positions to be able to do that, not just have a good workout. Anybody can do that.
That is a damn good answer. Well played, the real Jersey Mike. What would you say is the worst part of your job?
Worst part of my job, when people come to the answers that they need, but it's not the answer they want to hear. That's the most frustrating part. It's like, I know what I need to do, but I just don't want to do it, because then that opens up a whole other can of worms as far as like, all right, well then what direction do we need to go? That can be exciting, that can be fun, but sometimes it can be a little bit disheartening or frustrating when people have the answer in front of them. They know what they need to do, but they're having trouble executing it. And I put that on me. in that situation, and that doesn't make me feel good, right? I don't like that when I feel like I'm failing somebody. You know, that and probably the early mornings.
Early mornings, what time are you talking?
We get started here at 6, which
All
really
right.
means 5:30 for us. Not that bad. I used to do the 3:30 wake-up calls I had for a long time earlier in my career, you know.
We'll get the hell away from that.
Yeah,
That's
no,
nonsense.
No more 3:30 wake-up calls.
That
for
is
me.
nonsense.
Yeah.
Nobody should be getting up at the hour that other people are going to bed.
That is exactly right.
That is fact. Another question. Maybe you can answer this. I'm just confused. Sweat equity. What exactly? What in the hell?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird term.
It is.
Yeah, because like if you put the work into something and you feel like you have ownership over it, that's like what sweat equity is, right? But you kind of need money to own something.
Correct.
Yeah, sweat equity is kind of, I think it's what people use to kind of feel good about what it is that they have.
I think it sounds cool.
Yeah,
It looks cool on paper.
totally.
I mean, if you look at the two words, it's finely put together, the consonants and vowels.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know what the hell that means.
No.
For fitness?
No, it's one of those terms that people maybe use to sound smart or feel smart.
Earl needs more of that.
Yeah.
But I need to understand what the hell it means first, I think,
Yeah.
too. I'm gonna let this one go.
Okay.
I'm gonna let this one go. Before we move on, let's do another piece of chicky.
Right.
Pick one of them other little flavor sauces.
Fire roasted garlic habanero.
All right, Melinda sending us on a trip down fire roasted garlic way.
There you go.
All right.
That's for you.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Got it.
Whoop.
Getting my floors dirty.
We don't clean the floors at our place. We just let them clean
Just let them
themselves.
clean themselves?
That's right.
It's a good system. Cheers.
Cheers. Again, I would say very similar off the
Yeah.
bat. Not bad.
No.
These are delicious so far.
Melinda.
Melinda's on fire
Great
right
job.
now. Right, those are Melinda's. That's what it says
Yeah,
on there.
yeah.
I thought so. Nice lady.
Good job, Melinda.
She's like the Aunt Jemima of hot sauce. I don't know if you're allowed to say Aunt Jemima anymore, but we're going to say it. But she is the Aunt Jemima of hot sauce.
Nice.
Melinda.
Well, thank you, Melinda.
Melinda. All right, moving on. Why don't you give us your top 3 things to a successful training regimen?
Yeah, good question. Number 1, consistency. Number 2, effort. Number 3, listening to your body and being okay with not being perfect. Right? Like a consistent fitness routine, you got to be on top of what you need to be on top of about 80% of the time. 20% you can kind of leave for flexibility, right? Like what happens when you wake up in the morning and you're supposed to go work out, but your kids are sick. Like that stuff's going to happen. And sometimes that like little blip in the radar, which really could mean nothing, could just mean one missed workout and you're right back to it the next day. You feel like you get off track and then that turns into a snowball downhill and you kind of just eliminate all of the things that got you to that point because you had one little mess up. You got to be flexible with your routine. You got to be as consistent as you can, but be willing to be flexible with that consistency.
I think that is sound advice. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Maybe I need to shift into that because there's been a couple times where maybe I got to my workout, but I had a little accident in my pants. I shit myself.
Yeah, been there.
And I just tried to forge and push through, you know, and I finished in my pants and in the weight room, but then the rest of the day was a problem because I didn't have no change underwear. I had to remove those and to ride it out in my shorts and work the rest of the day, and that was a sticky situation.
Yeah, it's not great. Did you
know
clean
what I'm saying? Well, I did the old college try. I dipped some TP in the bowl, swished around in water a little bit, and just try to, wet nap that off.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you could probably skip that workout next time.
Well,
go get
now,
new underwear.
I mean, it was go hard or go home all the time, 100% of the time, all the time.
Yeah.
But now I know that I can have some flexibility.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to use that.
How'd that work out for you?
Not so good. I had mustard crack the rest of the day.
Not
and then
great.
Rash for 2 days after.
How were those next workouts?
I couldn't run for 3 days.
Well, there you go. So you missed 2 workouts instead of the 1.
Yeah.
Or 3 days instead of the 1.
Because I kept saying, Earl, you go hard or go home. And I wasn't going home.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to go home and tell Mama that I shit myself.
Yeah, not great.
No.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be there. Nobody. Well, let's move on. The next question, it's more of a ponderance. How do you feel about some of these fit influencers on the social medias who have had such great success saying, hey, do what I do and you'll look like me.
Yeah, yeah. Always be conscious when you're taking advice from somebody whose entire life is fitness. Because if that's not your life, then those things may not necessarily work for you. Just because something works for somebody else doesn't mean it's going to work for you.
So you're saying they're like redheads, like you just can't trust them. You need to take a deeper dive, is what you're saying.
Got to take a deeper dive.
Okay.
And you can take bits and pieces. Bits and pieces of what they say, because maybe there's some good stuff in there. But you also got to remember, that's these people's jobs. They got to make content every day. 365 days a year, 2-3 times a day. How much do you really have to say?
Earl ain't got too much.
No, me either. Which is why my social media is not very active. There's only so much you could say once you kind of get everything. It's really, this stuff's pretty simple. Doesn't need to be complicated. So there's only so much information you need. You don't need more information. You probably just need to work on executing a little bit more consistently.
I like that. I like that. Simpler. Simplify.
Yeah.
Simplify.
Problem I find most with both athletes and adults is not knowing what to do. It's figuring out how to implement it consistently. So it's not the what, it's the how.
Try to do too much.
Try to do too
Combine
much.
too many things.
Yeah.
I want to use bouncy ball, Bosu, and do that, but yet get super strong.
Those things, they don't go together. They don't go together.
So we got to simplify.
Right? Like oil
Consistency.
and water. Yes, sir.
Consistency.
Simple and consistent. See the theme here?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Did you, when you were in school, you ever hear of an old wooden ship called Adversity?
I have.
And how do you feel about it?
Adversity?
Yeah, the ship.
Yeah. The ship Adversity?
Yeah, the ship.
There was a ship
the old
named-
wooden ship. It came over with the Santo Domingo and all them Mayflower and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess
that
which
right?
one? Guess which one doesn't get talked about very often?
Adversity?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did not know that. I know adversity can be a good
Now
thing.
that you've found adversity, you're going to have to work through it.
Absolutely.
You know.
Got to work through it.
Make sure you share that with your children.
Yeah, I will.
Make sure they know, because those people, they didn't make it out there. They couldn't swim.
No.
That sucker went right under. I think it was one of them megalodon sharks that got to the bottom of that place and just emptied her out from the bottom side up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know why I like adversity? Because all good things come from a deficit. Adversity is a deficit. You got something that's wrong, something that isn't going well, learn from it, and then create systems to help for the next time that adversity comes around. That's what it's all about. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat.
Learning, rinse, repeat,
You know?
simplify. You're on the right track, my son.
Thank you. Thank you.
Moving on. Let's take another small
All right.
bottle. I think it's the last one Miss
Yes,
Melinda's
sir.
got
Last
for
from
us.
Melinda. We got a spicy condiment of green tomatoes, jalapenos, spinach, cilantro, and garlic. Getting our vegetables in. That's good.
Greens. Are you a eat greens guy, or are you one of them guys that likes to put the scoop inside his other stuff?
Nah, I like to eat them.
Here, give me a little more than
Yeah,
that.
you want a little more than that?
Get a little more. That's
There
it.
you go.
Earl needs some fire to get
All
home.
right.
Might have to propel. Gas is expensive. Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers. Now, what was that one?
Green sauce.
Ooh.
Spicy condiment of green tomatoes, jalapenos, spinach, cilantro, and garlic.
That is a scrambled eggs dream right
I'm
there.
telling you, man, Melinda.
Melinda's on fire. Not so hot,
No,
but
these
her
are excellent.
sauces have been
These are everyday sauces.
delicious. Fitness myths, okay? You're going to tell me whether it's true or not. Or these are my top favorite fitness myths, and then you tell me whether it's true or not, okay? Lifting weights will make you bulky as a woman.
Yeah, that's false.
I thought it was true.
Yeah, false.
It's not true.
No, not true. Not true. I'm trying to get bulky for a long time. No luck.
But you're not a woman.
Not
If
a
you're a woman, maybe you'd get bulky.
Maybe. Maybe.
So now all you got to do is do the switch, the old
There you
switcheroo.
go. Now that's all starting to make sense to me.
I mean, the way times are right now, that might be the trick.
If that's what's going on here, now
We might be on it. So it might not
Might be
be
onto
so much a
something.
myth. There might be some truth to it, is
maybe.
what we're saying.
Maybe.
Do you get that a lot when the ladies come in? Do they often
Yeah.
say, "Well, Michael, I don't want to get all big and and bulky.
Yeah.
Let's just do light weights and tone.
Sure. We used to get that a lot. We're getting it less though.
That's good.
I think people are starting to understand that.
That's good.
Good strength training is
It's just good for
the
your
health.
It's good for your soul.
It's good for
good for your soul.
You know, it's the fountain of youth.
On to the pre-workout topic.
Yeah.
Now, this I know to be true. I don't see it as a myth, but I want your confirmation. Coffee and donuts, which is what I use as my pre-workout, are the ultimate pre-workout.
I agree. And I would put muffins in there too.
Moufans or moufans?
Moufans?
Yes, moufans.
Yeah, are we talking about the same thing?
I
Like
think
blueberry
so.
muffin?
Oh yeah,
like
blueberry
looks
moufan.
like a cupcake kind of.
Oh
but
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Donuts,
low caffeine, low
moufans.
carbs, a little bit of fat. Oh yeah.
It's a nice little blend.
Yes, sir. Especially when it's right before you go to the gym, like half hour.
All right.
Sits nicely in your stomach.
Earl does that every day.
Yes, sir.
Every day he does.
Yes, sir.
And then he's got these young fellas in there scooping and snorting out of their little containers, and then they're walking around like they just got electrocuted for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm worried one's going to have a heart attack.
Me too.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, that stuff's just expensive coffee. Save your money.
Coffee, donuts, and moufans. Ultimate pre-workout. The next one, it's one of my favorites. You're familiar with the clitoris?
I am.
Okay. Is metabolism a myth like the clitoris? Do they truly exist?
Yeah, good question. I don't know if the clitoris truly exists. I have not been able to find it comfortably and consistently. Metabolism is, in fact, a real thing. It's just all the processes. You take all the processes that your body goes through in order to live and survive on a daily basis. That's your metabolism.
So it does exist.
So that does exist.
Okay.
Hard to see. Kind of like the clitoris.
Yeah.
Hard to find.
So we need to figure out maybe a special pair of goggles or something to confirm both. But you're saying the metabolism is, in fact, true and does exist.
Yes, it does.
All right.
Yes, it does. And I'm sure they got stuff that you can see some of those things with. It's like stuff going inside your body. It's like maybe a microscope. Just open somebody up that's still alive.
Okay.
I don't know.
Touche.
I don't know.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next one. All right. The next one that I have, this I firmly believe in, but again, I want your opinion. The shake weight should be an integral piece of anyone's program.
I mean, somebody who's trying to like learn how to jerk off better or something like that.
I think just in general, I mean, it's a little cardio.
Yeah.
It's injury prevention for those that like to wail away at themselves. I mean, if you're a dice roller, I mean, that's another one. If you're playing dice in the alleyway after work, you're going to roll better sixes, you know?
Yeah, I think that, in specific situations like that, maybe it makes sense.
Okay.
It's better than doing nothing, so yeah, I'd say no, that's not a myth.
That should be an integral piece to somebody's successful program.
Yeah, if you want it to be.
Okay. Not for everybody, but for most everybody.
For most everybody.
Perfect. The next one, number 5. This again is one of my favorites, and I hear it a lot. Carbs are the enemy. I firmly believe carbs are the enemy. What would you say?
Yeah, I believe they're not the enemy.
They're not?
No, I would say that they're not the enemy.
Okay.
I would say that, if you're not fit and maybe overweight, cutting your carbs could maybe be a helpful way to lower your calorie intake.
Okay.
But, if you're somebody who's fit and very active, carbs are fuel. So, if you're somebody who's very active, there's a place for them, and I think everybody's different in that regard. It depends on your preferences, what you like to eat. But I think anytime you put yourself in a position where it's like, all right, I need to eliminate this one thing, even though I really like this one thing, you're probably not setting yourself up for long-term consistency, right?
Okay,
So, it depends. If you don't like eating carbs that much and you want to cut them, go ahead, you'll be fine. You'll be able to do everything you want to do. But if you like eating carbs, you like eating rice, fills you up more, there's a place for it.
All right.
If you want it to be.
There's a time and a place.
Time and a place.
Oh, well, that's good you say that, because again, my favorite pre-workout is them donuts with my coffee. And if carbs were the enemy, I was ingesting the enemy this whole time. But now I feel like I know that they've helped me.
Yeah, you don't have the enemy inside you.
Okay, I hope not.
Well, I
hope not.
too. Unless there's other enemies you got inside you.
I might have to seek counsel from a priest for that one.
Yeah.
We won't go there.
Okay.
Moving on. After this, we'll do one more, another wing, piece of chicken and sauce. But this one it's weird because I'm confused, and confusion is part of the whole entity of what this is. Muscle confusion.
Yeah.
Is that a myth?
Yeah. I would say so. Your muscles, you know how you have like a brain?
It
You have a
works.
brain, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So you have a brain, and that like brain goes through thoughts, and when those thoughts get kind of mixed up, that's when you get confused. Yeah, muscles don't have brains. So that would be my argument against the idea of muscle confusion.
Okay. Well, I mean, the other thing that I didn't understand is we want to cry muscle confusion, but then you have to do 12 reps of one thing, and you have to do exactly six. It can't be 7. It's got to be the number to a T, like your muscles know.
Yeah.
But if there's confusion, how are they going to know?
Yeah.
It don't make sense.
They don't know. They don't know.
So it's a myth.
Myth.
It's BS.
Pick an exercise. Take it until you got about 1 or 2 reps left in the tank. And if that's anywhere between 5 and 30 reps, you're good to go. Ignore all the other stuff.
Simplify.
Simplify.
Simplify. All right. The next one, and this gets tossed around a bit from the, we'll say from the sports endeavors. You can't teach speed.
Yeah.
You can't teach speed.
All right. That's a tricky one. That's a tricky one because there's some myth to that, some truth to that.
Give us your shortest,
Yeah.
most simplified answer for that.
If you are genetically gifted with speed, you can improve that speed a little bit with training. If you're not genetically gifted with speed, you can improve that speed a little bit with training. If you're just naturally kind of slow, probably not going to end up being the fastest guy in the team, but you can be faster.
So you can always improve. You can be taught.
Yeah.
You can train to run faster.
Absolutely.
To get quicker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That just doesn't mean you're going to go from super slow to super fast.
Right. You ain't going from Donkey Kong to Yoshi.
Right.
Maybe Donkey Kong to Wario.
Wario.
You know.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Okay. That's what I thought. Okay.
That's a great analogy.
Another myth, and down at the other gymnasiums, I hear this a lot, is that I need to get in shape before I start training or join a gym. Any truth to that?
Isn't the gym kind of best place to start getting in shape?
Game over. Done. Come on, people. Come on. Next, I can eat whatever I want if I work out hard enough.
Yeah. I don't know about that. Depends on how much weight you have to lose and how hard you work out. It's all on a scale.
Okay.
It's all on a scale, but I would say that if you're just eating whatever you want, it's probably to catch up to you at some point.
All right.
Doesn't mean you can't eat some things that you want.
80-20. Just not whatever you want all the time.
80-20.
Flexible eating. Flexible dieting.
Yeah.
Is that what that's called?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last 3. Let's do one more chicky.
All right,
and we're on to, yep.
Hoff's Smoking Ghost. That sounds...
You know why I got this one? I'm a big fan of David Hasselhoff. I thought this was his hot sauce. You know David.
Hasselhoff. I do not know David. I would love to get to know him. You can take that one because that seems like a lot.
I'll take it.
All right. Oh, that's coming out fast.
Yeah, get her on there. Get her on there.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's a good on eggs one, I think, too.
That's a good on eggs one.
All right. My last 2. If it's not high intensity, it ain't a workout.
Pause.
You're calling the BS.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying BS. Different workouts, different intensities for different purposes. Couple high intensity a week, couple low intensity a week. So that way you can recover. You want your highs to be high, lows to be low. You don't want to end up in the middle.
All right.
Where it's too high for you to recover, but too low for you to actually make progress.
All right. I like that. And lastly, juicing is great for weight loss. Here I thought it was a way to get jacked and tan just by juicing. But tell me.
Yeah. Is it good for weight loss? Yeah, you'll lose weight, but you're also going to put it back on. So you got to ask yourself, you want to lose weight or you want to lose weight and keep it off? If you just want to lose it for a couple days, put it right back on, go ahead, do your juicing. But
are you a juicer?
I'm not a juicer.
You're not a juicer.
No, not a juicer, not yet.
You like to consume the juices.
Yes.
The foods.
Yes, the foods.
All right.
Now, the other juice
That's a whole different can of
conversation.
worms.
Different conversation.
Whole different can of worms. All right. So we're going to do one more sauce, the second to last, and we're going to start rapid fire.
Okay.
So this is the end of our interview. In the rapid fire, when I say A or B, you're going to give me your answer as quickly as you can with little as thought as possible. Whatever comes to mind, whatever the answer is, you reach and you grab it quickly.
Okay.
All right. Let's do the truff, and then we'll save the bad boy for about halfway through.
All right. Black truffle infused.
This is my favorite right here. This is like the Cadillac dessert of hot sauces.
Okay. I'm not a truffle guy, so we'll see.
I wasn't either. I can't even say I've ever had a real truffle.
That enough there? Got it?
Oh dear. There we go. I hope you like this one.
You know where the truffles come from, right?
Yeah, truffles.
Pigs dig them up
Out of the ground.
out of the ground. Isn't that crazy?
Here in Jersey.
we got everything
anywhere.
here. We got everything here in Jersey.
All right.
All right.
Are you ready, sir? See, that one wasn't very hot, was
No,
it?
not bad.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm. It is good.
1 to 10, rate it. 10 being phenomenal.
Am I allowed to go 7?
Sure.
7. See, it's a bullshit answer, right? That's why you gotta say 1 to 10, no 7s. Now, do you know if I like it or if I don't?
I'm completely unsure, and I thought it would be a 10. I'm actually a little hurt.
Yeah. Well, I told you, I'm not a truffle guy.
All right.
Although, on the truffle scale, that's a 10.
Okay. All right, so you're a believer in the truff.
Yes.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Basketball or basketball?
Basketball.
Joe Pesci or Ray Liotta?
Pesci.
You know they're two Jersey. Okay.
I do.
Yeah. We're in New Jersey. That's why I said that. Bon Jovi.
Springsteen.
Ooh. Touche, sir. You read my mind or you saw it in my glasses? Okay. Pork roll or Taylor ham?
Taylor ham.
But it's the same shit.
Same shit.
But it's Taylor ham.
But it's Taylor ham.
And stupid Pennsylvanians call it pork roll.
And South Jerseyans.
Okay.
That's like a different state anyway.
All right. That's the old that's the old Jersey.
Yeah.
All right. Snooky, Snooky, or JWoww?
JWoww.
JWoww. Why? All right. Need no say more. Okay. Next one. If you could have one back, to be able to turn left or pump your own gas?
So if I have one back?
Yeah. Normally in New Jersey, I didn't realize you could turn left here, but I did a couple times coming here. But we'll just say, in general, would you rather be able to still turn left wherever you are or be able to pump your own gas?
Pump my own gas. You gotta kind of turn left sometimes.
Yeah.
Although I love not having to pump my own gas.
That is kind of nice when the weather ain't so nice.
Great.
When Earl used to work in New Jersey, he messed up a couple different things. He got out to pump his gas just about every time, kept forgetting, and he turned left at a few times when there was one of them roundabout things, and I had no clue what the hell was going on.
Yep.
But here I was surprised. I turned left all over the place.
Yeah, it's nice out here.
Yeah.
We're out
This isn't really Jersey.
No, we're out in farmland, New Jersey.
This is the nice.
It's nice out here.
The nice people Jersey.
Right.
Not the ones that beep and flick you off every day Jersey.
Yeah, exactly. You get
All
that.
right.
You get that a little bit. But
All right. Let's go ahead and
right.
take the final, and then we'll finish the last 6 of these.
assuming there's a reason this was the last one, yeah.
It was a firm guesstimation.
All right. Come on.
I've had some other of their stuff, and it is
What's
tasty.
going on? You got a
Might
jam.
have to shake her
it
up. Now this is Smoking Ed's. Smoking Ed's.
There we go.
Oh baby, it's that paste.
Come on.
That paste coming at you. Oh dear. Oh.
All right, there you go.
Do you want the smaller one?
Yeah, you can take this. You can take the smaller one. I'll take the bigger one. Got it?
You got this sucker covered all up.
Oh yeah. All right, ready?
You ready?
Cheers.
Maybe it won't be as bad. Not too bad. What was the name of that?
This is Hot sauce smoking racha.
Smoking racha from
Pucketbutt.
yeah.
Pucketbutt Pepper Company.
They got some good stuff.
Well done with the name Pucketbutt. This is sneaking up on me a little bit.
This
is
smoking
pretty
in.
hot.
Yep. So it's kind of sneaky.
Yeah.
You ready to continue?
Smoking Ed's Carolina Reaper. That's wonderful.
Okay, last 6. Here we go. You ready? Phillies or Yankees?
Yankees.
Fasting or fast running?
Fast running.
Free weights or machines?
Machines.
Sleeveless or tank top?
Tank top.
Okay, explain.
Okay, tank top is just like the little strap.
Right.
Sleeveless is a cutoff.
Right.
I'm a tank top guy. You know why? 'Cause it shows the traps a little bit better.
All right. Traps are the
Gives you
new
a little-
chest is what they say. Traps
Right.
are the new chest.
Sleeveless, you just get this, and it looks flat. But the tank top on looks like you got a little bit more round.
All right. Shows off the shoulder hairs a little
Yes,
more.
absolutely.
Okay.
That hot sauce is very hot.
It's a creeper.
Yeah.
It's a creeper. Next, curls for the girls or thighs for the guys?
Ooh. Curls for the girls, although that's a tough one.
You like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, legs underrated.
Meaty man thighs
Yeah.
in a cut-off pair of jorts.
Oh man.
Afraid?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
5-inch inseam.
5-inch inseam.
Nothing lower.
Nothing lower. Earl's
Nothing
a little
lower
older.
than
He doesn't
mid-thigh.
want anything else, not the twig, but the berries to sneak out the bottom there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you gotta
saying?
get the ones with the liners on the inside.
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah.
This is a whole world I've never
Oh.
experienced.
Oh yeah.
All right. We'll have to look into that.
Absolutely.
Last but not least, and this is very mild, meathead or meatball?
Meathead.
Why?
Proud of it. Proud
What
of
is a meatball?
it. What is a meatball?
Yeah, what is a meatball? I've
Well,
heard that term in Jersey quite a bit
So
as a person.
As a person,
Yeah, what-
because you take a little ground beef, some veal, pork,
All that good
breadcrumbs,
stuff.
egg,
Yeah.
cheese, that's a meatball.
Earl likes that kind.
Yeah.
You don't know what a
person?
meatball is?
Somebody who's maybe shaped like a meatball,
Maybe?
maybe. But meathead, it's most of the people that you see around
Yeah,
here.
that's the people I like.
Yeah.
I like meatheads.
Yeah.
And I like meat.
Yep. Head down to Jersey Shore on a Saturday. He's got plenty of meatheads and plenty of meat.
This brings me to another one that I forgot to write
Mm-hmm.
down. Ocean City or Wildwood?
Come on, man. Neither.
Tell
Those
me.
are South Jersey beaches.
Tell me.
North Jersey beaches, you got Belmar,
Belmar.
Point Pleasant, Manasquan, Asbury Park, and I'm Belmar.
Belmar. That's near the
Belmar.
city of Atlanticity?
No.
North.
North Jersey beaches.
You ain't avoiding syringes and stuff in the sand
no,
like
not
the
the
Atlantic
North Jersey
City
beaches.
beach.
Nah.
Okay. All right.
No.
That's a whole different world again that
yeah.
Earl's never experienced.
Ocean City and Wildwood are Philly beaches.
Okay.
CIL, those are Philly beaches.
Okay.
Want to go to Jersey beaches, you go to the
Belmar.
Belmar,
All right.
Manasquan, Point Pleasant.
I don't know if you can see, but I got a little driplet and a waterfall building right now
Yeah.
as we speak.
That last one got me.
I'm going to try not to sniff it back up, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah,
If it lands
good
on the
luck.
cards, it lands on the cards. Trying to think if there was anything else I had, but that was it as far as the questions. But if people want to seek you out on the social medias, where
Yeah.
will they find you?
Coach Mike Baker on Instagram.
Okay.
You can find me there. Feel
And-
free to send me a message. Love to chat.
And what kind of stuff are you posting regularly? Lots of fitness and nutrition guidance, those sort of
A
things?
little bit of everything. You find more of that on our Bolt Fitness page on @BoltFit, BOLTFIT.
Okay.
But on my page, mostly personal stuff, some fitness stuff, some sports performance stuff. Just some highlights of some of our athletes, and see my kids, my wife, all that kind of stuff.
Nice. Any closing comments or words you'd like to share with the interwebs?
I appreciate you having me, and everybody out there. Be consistent, work hard. Don't think so damn much. Just do your thing.
All right. Well, thank you, the real Jersey Mike.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm dying. I'm holding it in. That last one just got me, though. This one.
That was sneaky.